We have so much to talk about. We have so much to laugh about. All here on Finkley. Finkley sits down with B2K's Raz B. He opens up to us about everything you need to hear and you want to hear. It's a Finkley exclusive you don't want to miss. Happening April 25th.
What's going on, everybody? This is Anthony Dalton II. I play Calvin Rodney on Tyler Perry's #1 show, Sisters on BET, and you're watching The Michael Finkley Show.
On an all-new Michael Finkley, musical artists Sydney Hanson and Tara Lynn. Next.
If I can make it through the night, just to see a brighter side, 'cause I've been working all my life just to make.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Michael Finkley Show. Thanks for joining us today. Now y'all know I say this every time I bring someone on that's musically talented and gifted. I love music, y'all. Music does so much. It heals, it can just relax. It can change your atmosphere. And I truly believe that just by listening to it, by singing, and just, oh my gosh, so many different things, all right? It can definitely change your mood and your atmosphere. And of course, we have two awesome musicians with us that have talents in their own right, and they're doing some incredible things. Sydney Hanson with us, and we also have Tara Lynn with us as well to talk about their awesome journey within this cool business. So y'all, Think Fam, don't go away. Back in a moment. Coming up, we have Sydney Hanson with us. Don't go away.
I'm beautifully. Hi, it's singer and songwriter Bailey Marie, and you're watching The Michael Finkley Show.
On the next Michael Finkley, Dr. Kevin Wilbound is back to talk about his brand new publication. Next Finkley, Monday. Hello everybody, it's Finkley from the Finkley Experience. We're an educational consulting firm that specializes in first-generation education. So we assist students with their college and career endeavors. We train school administrators on the state of first-generation students. And also, we partner with colleges and universities to assist their first-generation population for easy transition from high school to college. So if you're looking for a presenter or a speaker that presents on these topics and so much more, visit our website at thefinkleyexperience.com and learn about all that we do. We're looking forward to working with you. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. Now y'all, my next guest, she is a musician in her own right. She is up and coming, so be on the lookout for this one, I promise you. She is Sydney Hanson. Sydney, thank you for being with us today.
Yes, thank you for having me.
You are so welcome. When my good friend Paula reached out to me and said, you need to have her on your show, I'm like, let's do it. Let's make it happen. And so, oh, we're so glad that you're here with us. We're so glad. So when we talk about music, this concept of music, what has music done for you all these many years?
It's been a huge part of my life. Just since I was a little girl, I first started dance when I was just 3 years old. So right away, I was just like dancing to music and getting very influenced by that, which was a cool experience to have. And all the way through high school, I did dance team and stuff like that. So I've always been connected to music in that sort of way. And also my parents always brought me to concerts just when I was a little girl, and I always was like, wow, like I wish I was up there. Like I was always interested in music, and I thought it was so cool just to perform in front of people and share different kinds of music. So I started guitar lessons and singing lessons when I was young and just took off from there, and I've been very passionate about it ever since. So
I love it. The passion shows within your music, as we're going to talk about a little later on. You're only 18 years old. You're just getting started. How would you describe your music?
I'm like Southern rock country. It's kind of a mix between different things, kind of like a crossover. But yeah, that's basically what I am. I love Chris Stapleton is probably my biggest influence. But then Stevie Nicks, I would love to be her. It's like my goal. But yeah, so pretty much Southern rock country, kind of a mix between different stuff. But yeah.
I love it. I love it. And I've talked to a lot of different musicians and, you know, singers in their own right, just as you are. What does that process look like for you on a daily basis? Do you practice every day? How do you prepare for?
Yeah. I practice every day. Yeah. I'm usually preparing for different shows. I've been doing some stuff locally here and stuff in Nashville that I'm preparing for. I'm actually going back in just a week, I think. So I'm very excited to go back. I love performing there. It's been very cool. They're very welcoming there, which is really cool. Just everyone loving music. And so yeah, I practice every single day and it's been great. I write my own songs and that's also such a cool process. I love writing my own music. It's just like different to have something of your own. Being put into production, even that's just such a cool process to me because these session musicians are so professional and so amazing. They can just pick up a vision that I had in my head and it's just like exactly how I would have imagined it, but better. So that's a really cool process. And yeah.
Does it still blow your mind sometimes as you're writing your different songs and now you actually get to listen to them after you've done all the production?
Yeah.
Does it still blow your mind?
It's crazy how something can transform like that. Like just me in my bedroom, just strumming my guitar and trying to come up with some cool lyrics. And then just the whole process of going in the studio, recording by myself, tracking with the band, and then just mastering it and hearing background vocals. And then it all just really comes together. So, yeah.
I love it. So let's talk about some of your music, right? Let's start with 2021's Fallen.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? How were you inspired to write this song?
I was inspired by Little Young Love. That's kind of still in my life actually right now. But yeah, kind of the first love song, just sweet and cute. And that was produced by Rocky Bird. He was amazing. He really put together what I was looking for and we created something great. And it was the first song for me to put out into the world. Like I've written so many songs and I have like a big catalog now, but that I haven't released much. So that was my first release and it actually got a lot of streams and I was very grateful for that. And then yeah, so I've been doing stuff with Kent Wells ever since, and we're doing we did a 5-song project and now I'm doing a 10-song project. So I have 15 almost complete, which is amazing. So yeah, and one of them is Somebody's Nobody.
That was my next topic. Yeah. Let's talk about it. Somebody's Nobody. Where did it come from?
Yeah, that I co-wrote that one actually. Usually I write like half of my own, half co-writes. I've been really enjoying doing that in Nashville. It's just so fun to bounce different ideas back and forth with someone else, like different life experiences, and then creating something relatable for us and hopefully for everyone else. So yeah, Somebody's Nobody is basically about not taking any disrespect from any boys and not being any ordinary girl in someone's life. That's kind of what it's about. It's kind of sassy, kind of, I don't know. But yeah, I've had pretty good success with that. I just reached almost 20,000 streams on Spotify, which I was not expecting. So yeah.
Wow. And when you reached that mark, can you still not believe that, oh my gosh, over 20,000 people listen to this song?
Yeah, it's crazy. I was like just randomly looking on there one day and I was like, there's like 30 people listening to it right now. I was like, it's just so cool. And then you can check like different places how many people are streaming it. And I have a lot of people in Arizona like streaming it. It's just really cool to see where that's happening and where I'm getting airplay and stuff. So yeah.
Love it. I love it. Continue to bring the music, please. We need it, especially in time. Please. So when you're not actually singing, you're part of another organization that gives back. in a mentoring capacity. You are an ambassador for SOS for Life, along with Leslie Tennant and Brittany Dixon, who have been on the show already as well. How has this helped you personally, just to give back?
It's been such a great experience. Even being introduced to SOS, I knew some information beforehand. I just thought, like, wow, it's such a great cause, just helping at-risk youth who are going through different adversities. And I just think it's so important because you look around and you see all these people, and a lot of people struggle with different things like bullying or depression or drug abuse. And it's just great for young kids to have somewhere to go, to have someone to talk to, really. So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Again, as I said before, in a day and time like this, we need someone. We need someone. So glad this type of organization exists, and we're so glad that you're behind it as well. We have been through so much, right, Sydney? So much in the past, almost 2 years, over 2 years, right? Pandemic and other things that have been happening in the world. What do you want your music? How do you want your music to assist in us healing from all of this?
I just want everyone to relate to my music. I care obviously about if I get a lot of fans. I would love more fans, but really I think it's just about people relating to my music. And a lot of music that I write is actually about like heartbreak and heavy topics, actually. So, and that's going to be coming out soon, but yeah, I'm really excited for everyone to hear it. But yeah, like you said, healing music does heal, and I'm excited to help some people out maybe and have them relate to my music. So yeah.
I'm telling you, you're not maybe doing it, you're doing it. You are definitely. Thank you for contributing to this art we call music. How can the Fink fam, right, follow you on social media?
I'm on social media as Sydney Hanson Official or Sydney Hanson Music, or you could just look me up anywhere and I'll be there on any social media platform. So, all right.
Yeah. I know you named a few things that are happening. You have your more songs coming out. You have you're heading to Nashville again. Any other things that we need to look out for?
I post everything on my social media, but just new performances are popping up every day. So hopefully some people can catch my shows. I would love that. I love meeting new people from social media. It's so cool to meet someone that I knew behind a screen and then seeing them show up on my show. It's really cool. So I would love that.
Well, I'm one of those people soon. Hopefully.
Yeah, that'll be really cool.
Yes, that'll be fantastic. Sydney, thank you for being with us and telling us your story in your words. We'll appreciate you and much success to you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're so welcome. Fink fam, listen out for her. Her information in the description below. Don't go away. Back in a moment. Next, we have musical artist Tara Lynn. Back in a moment.
What's the 411? It's your boy Famous, and I'm known for singing Tony Buxton, and you're watching the Michael Finkley Show, baby.
And the survey says, we appreciate you so much for watching.
Colors. What the? Oh, God. This one. Yeah, right, Marine. So I guess we don't stand for colors, huh? I'm sorry. I was starving. What was you eating on anyway? Let me put you on. This that Lucy's hoopie pie. Okay. Hey, but before you go, Marine, what can I get me one of those? Oh, at all the Super Target locations, Sergeant. Okay. And where can you get your chart sheet at in the morning? On your desk. As long as we track it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. Now, y'all, my next guest, she is a blues rock singer, songwriter. Y'all, she's none other than Tara Lynn. Tara, thanks for being with us.
Hi there. How you doing?
I am super well. I've been looking forward to this. I've been following you since I've gotten the call, said I need her on my show. I want her on my show, and just been following you and your music and what you've been doing. So you've been doing some cool stuff.
I have. I've been blessed. I'm not going to lie.
I love it. I love it. So let's dive right into it. So Beethoven once said, music can change the world. How has music changed your world?
Oh gosh, what a big question, but I would expect nothing less from you. So, I mean, for me, it's changed my whole world because it's given me an outlet to process everything that I've been through, everything that I'm feeling, and everything that I face. It's very much a past, present, and future kind of therapy for me. So I find that whenever I'm able to process those things effectively and heal effectively, or just get some frustration out effectively, it changes my whole world, and then I'm able to change the world around me, however big or small at the time. So really, I guess it comes down to cheap therapy at this point.
Well, what's an awesome way to do therapy, right? Because music can heal, it can deliver, it can save, it can do so many different things that sometimes natural medicine cannot do. So this is why I love music as well, because that's what it's done for me as well. So when you think about your music, what message are you trying to get listeners to understand about your sound?
So for me, I've found, though I've covered a lot of different emotional subjects, like I said, I process what I feel through it, and I've felt so many different things. What I really think that I want to be the main message in each one of those, even if the subjects are varying, is that you're not alone. I hope that by sharing in my vulnerability, what I'm going through in the gritty details and with all the attitude and sass that I do, that there's going to be a young woman or a young man that just hears that and it's like, you know what? I didn't realize other people go through that. I didn't realize other people feel that. So I want them to feel a little bit of a comfort, just like they have a friend listening to my music.
And that's exactly what I get from it. I always believe that, and I was raised upon that we are encouraged by one another's testimonies, right? And you truly share a testimony each song that you bring to the forefront. You are saving lives. You are that inspiration that people need, especially in a day and time like this. We've been through so much. We've been through so much. So thank you for bringing the music of healing. Something is happening April 15th. A new song is happening. Something's coming out. You want to talk about it?
I would love to talk about it. So my new song's called Landmines. It was recorded here in Nashville on Music Row, produced by Jeff Huskins. So it's kind of an interesting song for me. At the time when I wrote it, I work at Gibson. I'm running a lumber mill. And so it was like the heat of the summer and we were short staffed. So I was down on the bandsaw. And one of the things for me is I've done manual labor most of my life, construction and, ditch digging, stuff like that. And it's hard on the body. So I have to get my mind straight. Yeah. So the way that I do that is I just try to be creative and keep it active and going throughout the day. So I'm cutting these guitar necks for these Les Paul guitars, one after one in the lumber mill. And I'm thinking on something I'm going through relationally at that point in my life. And I'm just writing the song in my head. And so Landmines is about that, that cliche topic of triggers in a relationship. You come into a relationship with someone and you bring your past baggage and they bring theirs. And some of that is traumatic and some of those wounds run really deep. And so one or both people in the natural pursuit of the other's heart is accidentally stepping on these trigger points, these landmines. And it's just, eliciting something in the other one's heart that's unhealed. And so I just kind of likened it at that point in my life to landmines. Like I'm not meaning to, but I'm stepping on them or someone's stepping on mine. And it just kind of went from there.
Wow. We can't wait to hear it coming
thank you.
15th of April. We can't wait to hear it. Definitely. What a message behind it. Again, y'all, I'm telling you, she has a message and truly words that will inspire and encourage you. You have a new fan. I'm hooked. I'm definitely hooked.
Michael Finkley likes my music?
Your music.
Oh my God.
Tara, I love your music. I do. I do not want to put myself in one lane. Like, let's experience all of it. This is what we call life, right?
Absolutely.
Life. So let's experience it all. And we want to experience you and what you are bringing to the world. So thank you.
Oh.
For bringing this to the world. But you have received some awesome attention as well. Just last year alone, you were featured in MTV's Music News. So like, oh my gosh, how did that come about?
Yeah, so it's one of those things, and it's kind of God moments, you know, because I'm doing so many different things that I don't have a lot of time at this point since I moved to Nashville, and I've been away from my record label that I was signed with in Houston. So I don't have a lot of time to do a lot of promotion and plugging and stuff like that. But I guess somebody had heard, you know, about the music, about the magazine, and they reached out to me. And, you know, I think that there was a small article, I think it was Zoe magazine ran about me being from the Appalachian Mountains, being in construction. And for some reason, a female in construction just really piques people's interest. And so they reached out and, you know, asked me the questions. And I think they did a beautiful job. You know, it's just, I have an interesting story. And I think that that people like that.
Again, that relatable factor, that relatable.
Yeah.
Right. I've been in education for a while, and I always tell my students, I always tell educators as they're trying to come into the profession, you have to be relatable. You have to be authentic, and you have to be yourself. Well, how do you stay grounded to you and your passion?
That's a good question. So I think that because of where I'm from, up in the Appalachian Mountains, a real small town on the border of Maryland and West Virginia called Westernport. And so the group of people in that town are so authentic and so hardworking and so connected, not just to each other, but to the world around them. You know, they're getting their hands dirty. They're in the mines and they're working the land. They're really getting at what I would call the full life experience. You know, there's not a lot of convenience there, anything like that. So that's my heritage, and that's where I was raised. So I've found, which is not a popular thing sometimes, but I've found that I've moved to, you know, the big cities, which was always my dream, whether it's been Nashville or in Houston or Dallas, anywhere I've lived. I can't help but be me, you know, I just can't help it. And so I sometimes feel like Crocodile Dundee in the city for the first time every day of my life, because it's never really changed me into what I would call a city slicker, you know, that would kind of alter the way that I see things. I think that I just have such a strong foundation from my family, from the awesome place that I'm from, that I kind of can't take those Appalachian glasses off, you know. It's just how I see the world. It's how I operate in it. And I've tried when I was younger to do things that weren't really authentic to me, just to, you know, you're young, you try to go with the flow. And turns out I do not do that very well at all. So I always very quickly would end up right back to where I was and more true to who I am. So I didn't really like the season of doing that. I didn't like the way it felt, and it was kind of exhausting. So I think I'd rather take the smooth path of just like leaning into who I've meant to be.
Exactly. And I love the part where you said it's exhausting when you're trying to be, and I figured that out just recently, almost at the age of 33. I need to be my own person, right? I need to follow my own dreams. I need to follow who I am as an individual, not everyone else around me, right? Being true to who I am. So thank you for the confirmation for me.
There's only one Michael Finkley.
What? That's what I always say. Oh my gosh.
Really? Oh my gosh.
I do.
Did we just become best friends?
I think we did. Now I have to come to Tennessee and we have to do lunch. You have to show me around. I'm ready. Oh my God.
I'm gonna hold you to it.
Listen, I've always wanted to come to Nashville. Always. I've never been. I've always wanted to.
Really?
No, I've never been.
It's time.
Now I have a reason. I have a friend. I love it. But not only do you write songs and you sing as well, but you are the owner and the editor-in-chief of Bridge Music Magazine. It is huge. It's huge. You have this mission and vision in mind when you first started the magazine?
I'm going to be really honest with you. I was in Texas still at the time. I think it was a little bit after the pandemic. And my music was slowly coming out. Singles were slowly coming out. Didn't really have a budget or anything. You know, I was just working the grind, doing what other artists do. And I was sitting on my couch one day in my sweatpants. And I was just thinking about, you know, what I needed in order to be what I wanted to be, you know, the kind of support and the kind of coverage that I needed, the kind of press that I might need. And it just kind of dawned on me that, you know, this is what every other artist needs. And so I just thought, oh, well, I'll do it. You know, I'm sitting here in my sweatpants. I don't have anything to do. I guess I'll just start a magazine, you know? And it's interesting because I'm words of affirmation. It's my main love language. And so I started it, and within a week or two of scheduling artists for interviews and just writing about other people's art, I was getting to pour out this affirmation over these artists that I would want for myself. And so my vision just became doing kind of for others, you know, like they teach us in school, the golden rule, doing for others what you would have them do for you. And so I am now getting to plant seeds into other artists of affirmation and positivity. And it is so fulfilling. And I would have never imagined that it has gone to the points that it has, because now we were approached by Universal Music Group. It's the second largest record label in the world, to be a strategic partner. And so I'm covering shows for them and artists for them. And I just want to be like, you know, I started this on my couch, you know, but they reached out and they loved it. And I have just been so thankful and humbled by that opportunity.
My word.
Yeah.
I love stories like that, because we start off so genuine and so authentic, and we're doing this with a cause and a mission in mind, but God sees it as, I'm going to make it bigger for you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
A lot of them be greater. I'm going to make it bigger for you. I'm going to dream something 10 times as big, right?
Yep.
That you can't even dream. And look where you are.
More than you can ask or think or imagine. I think that's what he said.
Say so. Say that one more time. I love it.
I'm telling you.
Gosh. When you walk in him and lead, and you allow him to lead you, this is what happens, folks. This is what happens. So you're dreaming, you're in your dream, right? You're living in your dream. I finally know what that means now when people say it. You're living in your dream. What does that next level look like for you?
You know, it's so timely that you would ask me this, because this has been a meditation and a prayer for me for the past several weeks. Now, music-wise, I'm not where I necessarily would want to be, but I've leaned into the flow and like we talked about, God's leading, and it's, you know, it's kind of neck and neck, the music and the magazine. And so where there's room for that, I'm almost experiencing a different facet of it through the magazine. And so recently I really was asking myself, you know, this little redneck mountain girl would have never guessed, first of all, that she would have left her hometown, never guessed that she would have been, you know, successful in anywhere, you know, gotten out of construction, gotten out of digging ditches. One of my first jobs when I was writing songs, I worked in a landfill, you know, and so I would have never guessed that I'd be where I'm at. And now I'm here and I'm like asking myself that exact question. What next? What's my next dream? And I have to tell you, I don't have an answer for it quite yet. And it's exciting and it's terrifying at the same time. It's exciting in that I'm walking in the fullness of the blessing. And it's terrifying because this is all I could have dreamed up at this point. And so what's next must be big.
Of course it is. Of course it is. You remind me of my favorite scripture, Matthew 6:33. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and all his righteousness, then all these things shall be added unto you.
Yeah.
So you're walking therein, right? You are in his path. Don't have to worry about the next step, because it's already laid out for you. So I love that answer. I love that answer. So when it happens, Tara, you call me, you say, Finkley, it's happening, bro. It's happening.
Let's talk.
Together.
Yes.
Let's rejoice together. Rejoice with them that do rejoice. Let's rejoice together. Let's just do it. I'm excited about your ladder. I really am. How can the Fink fam first find you on social media, listen to your music, and how can we read this amazing magazine?
All right. So social media for me, I'm at Tara Lynn Official. It's TERAHLYNN. And that's on Instagram, Facebook. And then the magazine is Bridge Music Magazine on all social media, would be bridgemusicmagazine.com. And my music you can listen to on all major streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, Tidal, you name it. It's all out there.
I love it all. I love it all. Y'all go listen to it. Don't forget Landmines.
Landmines.
Yes. This April 15th. April 15th. Go. April 15th, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tara, for being with us and just being who you are. I like people, right? You see them from afar and you admire them from afar, but now you have a conversation with them. Now they're three-dimensional. So you're a three-dimensional being to us now. Thank you for being who you are.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for that. You're affirming me.
We appreciate you. Big fam, don't you go away. Back in a moment.
What's up, everybody? This is actor Darren DeWitt Hansen, and you're watching The Michael Finkley Show. Stay tuned, because there's a whole lot more.
Keeping your skin flawless and clean is important, and I have the products just for you. Welcome to Mimi's Natural Pantry, where she specializes in homemade handcrafts, including rye and goat milk soaps, body butters, and sugar scrubs. All items are handmade products. All items have simple ingredients and are vegan friendly. In a world where you can barely pronounce many of the ingredients in your everyday products, Mimi's Back to Nature offers an alternative choice for those who are ready to get back into nature. Ready to order? Visit their website at mimisnaturalpantry.com. All orders over $50 have free shipping up to 25 pounds.
Hey everyone, here's another Inspire Me moment in 60 seconds. And today's thought is, you can't do your job and be afraid. How will you ever succeed in life if you give up before you even put the work in? You are better than that. If you're comparing yourself to someone else, stop. If you're second guessing yourself, stop. If you are self-sabotaging yourself, then you already know the answer. Stop! Now listen, you got a job to do, and it's time to get busy. Don't let fear stop you from your next great opportunity. Hey, that's all I got for you today. Remember to do all of the things on social media. Go out and make today absolutely amazing.
As always, thank you for doing all the social media things such as like, comment, follow, subscribe, and share this message on all your media platforms. Even more, hit the bell notification so you never miss a video or an upload.
My name is James DeBose, General Manager, Head of Program for Fox Soul, and you are watching The Michael Finkley Show, the greatest man walking in his purpose right now. So make sure you tune in if you want to be blessed.
On the next Michael Finkley, Dr. Kevin Wilbound is back to talk about his brand new publication. Next Finkley, Monday. Hello everybody, welcome back to the show. I hope that you learned something from our guest today. Thank you so much, Sydney. Thank you so much, Tara, for being with us and sharing your gifts with the world. We wish you at the Finkley Show much, much success. Continue, go on, make the music. You have fans over here, I promise you. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Michael Finkley Show. Ring the bell notification when you see an email saying, hey, new content is uploaded. Please listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And for more information about what we're doing on the show, visit our website at michaelfinkley.show.com. Of course, YOU42. Visit us at YOU42.com and watch our content there with some exclusive things coming your way, I promise you. Thank you so much for watching, and guess what? We'll see you next time. Have a good one.